Thank you for using the word inclusion. I never use the word diversity because it means differences, and I think we're more alike than we are different in the workplace. So the fact that we've come from different places or we're different races, etc., is important, but I think it's inclusion and the idea of reaching out to that wide human resource that's available. Well, first of all, I think that the topmost person in the organization, so I'll speak about a corporation, a for-profit corporation, that would probably be the CEO. He or she needs to be engaged in the effort. A second thing would be to put in place a performance management system that would evaluate managers, executives, individuals who are in positions of authority to see that if they are supporting the efforts of more inclusion within the company. And maybe the third thing is to put into place some kind of reward or penalty. I've had a lot of mentors in my life, and most of them are men, except my mother. My mother is the only woman. The rest of them were individuals that I watched and in some way tried to emulate something about them, or the way they conducted their lives, the way they ran their businesses, the way they lived their lives. So it wasn't so much sitting down with a mentor every day. It was more mentoring by observation, if you will. And I suggest that to young people, who, many of whom come to me and they'll say, Janet, oh, I want you to be my mentor. And let's say students at Duke, undergraduates at Duke. And I'll say, I didn't go to Duke, but I know a bunch of members of the trustee board who have more expertise in the field that you're interested in. I will introduce you to them. And they'll say, but Janet, I'm a black female and you're a black female, and I want a mentor that looks like me. I said, but I want you to have a mentor who knows more than I do about the subject matter that you are becoming an expert in terms of your major. Now, in terms of Wellesley, I was one of 5 black students in my class of 420. I called home after 3 days. I wanted to go home to New Orleans. The problem with this plan is my mother answered the phone, and I said all that, and she dismissed it all right away. But most importantly, she said, and she did not know the young women at Wellesley, she said, you will extend the benefit of the doubt to them because they're not bad people, and many of them will become your friends, and you must not assume they are like politicians in Louisiana who were enforcing segregation, because I came from an entirely segregated environment, and who were not especially good people. First of all, the challenging political climate, that's a true statement. Yes, they may be in an environment where some individuals in the political positions are saying, I'm not interested in clean air, I'm not interested in clean water, I'm going to roll back these regulations, if you will. But they've been highly trained and may be called upon to argue why not to roll back certain regulation. I think a couple of things they can do. They can take their advocacy for inclusion to the corporations or businesses that they go to for a full-time job. As they are given increasing responsibility at the place where they're working, they make sure that they are inclusive in the way they operate, and they have to be intentional about it.